Well, visiting Sintra, walked along. We took the bus up from to Sintra, and we walked up, and we found this palace. It's the Royal Palace. Some people call it the National Palace, uh, built by King John the First in 1497, and it was pretty much lived in and from the 16th century to onto the 19th century. And this is Sintra, Portugal. It's a World Heritage Site, and it's a beautiful city. And I see there was a lot of monuments. Walking up here, there was a lot of monuments on the street that were beautiful, and gardens. There's some beautiful gardens along the way, public gardens. This is the view from the Royal Palace. I call it the Royal Palace. I notice in some places they call it the National Palace. Same thing, or John's Palace, King John the First Palace. Of course, excessive different kings lived here. King Manuel, and a lot of others. And as well as in Sintra itself, all the people that probably a lot of them either served the king or worked the land for the king or transported stuff up for the king. He mostly lived actually in Lisbon, but he built this place as, I guess, a retreat from the busy Lisbon, probably get away from people. This is a beautiful tower, but I think it's I believe the tower, the building is actually what do you call it? A city hall or something. If this is a city or a town, I'm not sure how they call it. I guess it's called a city. It's not that big, but I've seen places in the States that were called cities that weren't that big either. There's beautiful trees. I pan a little bit too fast. I'll keep complaining about that. This is April 2005, and that's Penta Castle or Palace that was built by King John himself. Probably not built by King John. He actually put a shrine up there. He never built the palace. Later kings built the palace. This is one of the big features I noticed on it is the cone-shaped chimneys from the kitchen. I'll show you that later from the inside. It's mostly a Romanesque, and a little bit of Gothic, I guess, but mostly. And there is some Islamic features to it. Not that much here as there is up in Pentagon. These are beautiful ceilings that they have. I don't know, the artwork of it is something else. And imagine the workers that went into building, the artisans, very talented workers, and probably ancestors of the people that live here now. It's a little, I guess that's a garden pool, and they had displays here, and that's a garden, not that big a garden for a palace, but it's cramped in by the city, because as you can see, the city it's right in the middle of the city. I'm not sure if that was probably the palace, and then the city built around it. And this is a beautiful dome, beautiful golden dome. I bet you they used gold leaf for it. Oh, and the tile work, the blue tiles, is beautiful. Pictures and They seem to love tile work in Portugal, and they do a very good job of it. Let me see, going up to this beautiful work on. You can see they have everything's very intricate and pitches within dome. You can see those things. I spin around and get myself dizzy. This is the chapel. I believe it was probably just for the royal family. It was not. It was small. There's altars of Mary, the main altar for Jesus, and then Mary and Joseph on the other side. They were Catholic, of course. And there's a bar. There's beautiful ceilings and look like, I don't know if that's wallpaper. Probably not. That's probably. And this is the kitchen I was telling you about. You saw the outside with the cone-shaped chimneys. There it is there. It goes up. The smoke in the whole chimney and the whole kitchen just goes up this chimney. Must have got it when they're really cooking for a feast or something. There must have really been smoke. It is. It goes out that hole. There's the top out the hole. And there's the stoves and everything. And must have had many feasts, and a lot of this must have been gotten very small.